Hello and welcome to the historic Wheatland Township Cemetery. Today, as part of our ongoing Monuments and Memories video series, we'll be exploring some of the cemetery's history. The Wheatland Township Cemetery was established over 180 years ago, around 1836, and we've been in continuous operation since then. Shown here is the monument for the Brown family. The Browns' infant son, Henry, was buried here in 1836 and was the first burial in the cemetery. Back then, the cemetery consisted of just a small plot of farmland surrounding this monument. Over the years, more parcels of land were donated by a series of local farmers, which expanded the size of the cemetery to the 6 acres we have today. Currently, we are the final resting place for over 700 area residents. Visiting the cemetery today, you'll notice our 2 entrances intersect with 104th Street on the north end. It wasn't always like this, though. Many decades ago, access to the cemetery was via a road leading to and from Plainfield-Naperville Road on the cemetery's east side. This road ran directly through the current site of the River Run Apartments, which were developed and built in the 1990s. Before the apartments in the neighboring River Run subdivision were developed, the land surrounding our cemetery was farmland, owned by early settlers of this part of the community. Many of these same families still live in the area. Walk around the cemetery today and you'll see many of their family markers and memorials. As we mentioned in our introductory video, these family names now adorn many of our streets, buildings, and schools. Patterson, Clow, Gregory, Boughton, Grauman, and Brossman are just a few. Record keeping for the cemetery was carried out by some of these same area residents who volunteered their time and labor at funerals and also maintain permanent records for future generations. Here is one of the original cemetery log books, which lists those who were buried here in the 1800s and early 1900s. Today, computerized records are kept as required by Illinois state law. A visit to the cemetery today will reveal memories and remnants of our past. Pictured here on the west side is the site of an old well, now completely covered over by a concrete pad. This well was used to draw water for volunteers working in the cemetery and other purposes. Just behind the site of the well is the foundation of an old outhouse, which formerly stood here until sometime in the early 1980s. A stroll through the old section of the cemetery is a real lesson in history. With the cooperation of Wheatland Township, who owns the cemetery, we have instituted a continuing project to make sure headstones and markers are kept standing and in good repair. In 2015 alone, we oversaw the repair of over a dozen broken or toppled monuments. This project will keep the cemetery a safe and respectful final resting place for our community. Stay tuned for more videos in our Monuments and Memories series. They'll all be available online and linked from the Wheatland Township website at wheatlandtownship.com, where you can learn more about our cemetery or contact our trustees. Thanks for watching.